Are Simply Red simply soul, or have you got more to offer?
It's not really a soul band. We're influenced by black music.
Well, yeah, but I mean all the press, you know, Great White and Soul Renegades and what have you.
Yeah.
Does that really piss you off then?
What, being considered a soul renegade?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not ashamed of the fact that we're influenced by black music. That's the end of it. Is that we started to do all this like soul stuff, using all the cliches, you know, all the sort of the soul things, and then realising that that I was from Manchester, that I'm not from America, and that I should be doing, you know, it can be my influence, but I'm still fundamentally Mancunian, and that's how we see it now. So as much as it is, I'm still influenced by soul and reggae and jazz and everything, but I just let myself go, so that it comes out more Mancunian as well.
But are there any decent white souls going around?
But not many. There's funny ones. I think Mark Almond's a great singer. He's really underrated. He's got a good voice. I don't.
I mean, how would you define soul to, you know, say a 12-year-old kid?
God knows, I don't know what it is. I'd be the last person to tell somebody what it is. And for me, I shouldn't even be using soul, because fundamentally our influence is black music. It's not.
So the word they replace.
It's some black music. Some of it's crap. No, but some of it happens to be the best. It's evolved our whole history of music. The whole charts right now, everything can be connected with where black music invented our pop music. That's where it's all from.
So is it an advantage or disadvantage being white?
I don't think it's either. I think you're white. If you're white, you're white. Simple as that. You have something. There are millions of other white people.
I mean, how important is your voice? I mean, is it just a vehicle through? I mean, Simply Red, does that mean it's simply you read, and it's simply the voice? I mean,
well,
it could
originally
be
it was,
but
I'm first and foremost a singer. That's what I'm interested in. And then, second, I'm a songwriter. And my main thing is singing, and I work at it, and I hope to be good. I find that there's a lot of flaws in my singing now, personally, and control more than anything else. Having a certain amount of discipline, but that's not really it's my business.
So I know you've been asked it 1,000 times, but I mean, with the single, I mean, it could be seen as quite a cunning ploy releasing that, in that it wasn't a major hit, so it's sort of vaguely embedded in the back of people's minds. And I think, oh yeah, I've heard that somewhere before. And do you think it's getting airplay on that strength? Would you have covered it had it been a hit?
We decided to release it as a single because they hadn't had a hit with it. I'll be perfectly honest, and why that was because I think it's a great song. And it seems to me a total waste of time to keep having great songs that are forgotten. Why? It's stupid. I went out to make the record so that song will be a hit. And that's as simple as that. That's what it is. And that's what it will be, I think.
It's one of those records, though, that you think is really old. I mean, I was quite surprised. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard the original. I don't know, it does sound familiar. But it sounds like, you know, it's really years old. I mean, is that a good thing?
It's cut like a jazz record, that's why, because that's what we're influenced by. And all the records will be acoustically like that. It's if you listen to it on a really good system, you can hear everything very clearly, and it sounds like everything's in a room. Like the old jazz records we cut. We're working with a jazz man himself, Stuart Levine, who's from all that field, you know. He used to play with
but I mean, if you don't want to make retrospective music, is that a good thing?
Yes, because it's not retrospective. We're using, if you were to use that what you just said, you could apply that to every single type of music that's going now. You could say there's nothing new. That there's just different versions of things, because people aren't new. Nobody really changes.
But are you doing anything better now?
I feel more fulfilled with what we're doing now, yes. Which is what counts.
Hasn't it all been done before? I mean,
yes, it has. If you were to be like a cynic, you could say that. But new people are born every minute, you know. So it's not really. You're still in the same human condition, you know.
But I don't think a lot of people are going to think you fall into the same trap as like Jesus and Mary train and you try and become a punk revivalist. You know, they're trying.
No, we're not
do
revivalists. What you do, I think, by a revivalist is somebody who embodies also the cliches of what it is they're taking back. All the themes that people think about soul music. I think the reason why we used to go down so well was that we had all the soul cliches inside the music. You know, all the sort of punchy brass lines of like the Stax records and things like that. And it's finished. You know, I'm not interested in it. I mean, it's retrograde, and it's not revivalist like that. But there are certain things you can take. You always have to step back in order to make new music. You can't just come in having not heard any music in your life. You know, everybody's heard music, everybody's influenced by it.
How important is it for people to be able to identify with your records? I mean, for example,
God knows.
I mean, you know, taking the typical rented room in Wally Range Brigade, I mean, how likely are they to listen to your records as opposed to Smith's? I mean, Smith's, you know, people think it's so much more identifiable.
I don't care. I'm not in the business of... well, apparently I'm in the business of selling records, but I'm not really. I'm not really that bothered.
So you think that he's going to buy them?
No.
Or shouldn't you?
I don't know. I've not thought about it. I like music. I'm doing that.
Well, I mean, what sort of age group would you like to be buying your records?
I couldn't give a shit. All of them. I'm interested. I like music, and that's really. It might sound naive and dumb, but I really do. It's nice. I like listening to it, and I like performing it. And whoever wants to come and see it can do it. Because there's nobody right and there's nobody wrong.
I think there are too many age barriers in music. And
there's no one way.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to the band, and they're all 30 or sort of say you're getting too old. I said, God, what's age got to do with it? Which is very true.
How old are you?
Should be 21. How old are you?
25.
Yeah, I don't know. It should be timeless. But I mean, people automatically assume. I mean, I feel I go to gigs now. I'm just people like Bunnymen, and I feel really old because all the audience are about 15. I mean, it's changed so much since I was young. I mean, I didn't start going to gigs till I was 17 or 18.
Well, who do you like then?
Oh God! Oh, I hate being asked that question. Well,
I don't feel. It's really getting back to the question you asked before. That I'm part of the pop culture thing, even though I'm very influenced by pop music. I want to write pop songs because that's where I'm from, really, But I refuse to be part of it as being put into my little box in a corner somewhere because I'd just turn against it because I can't be like that. I change too much. I'm not really interested in like if they was to say to me, "You've got a hit with money. Now do another thing that's like money to get a second hit." I'd tell them to piss off because I'm not interested. And I'd rather feel fulfilled in myself than have a load of hits that were just sort of reeled off for the sake of having hits. There's much more to it than that. You don't, I like the idea of being a happy old man. About even though I might not have had loads of hits, that I think I really moved on at that point. Like that was a good,
Yeah. What sort of artistic control have you got with Electro?
I don't know. Well, it's all on paper, and you can never tell. Anyone who says that they can get
one of the most fundamental thing about signing a contract.
Bullshit.
That's what everybody wants.
It's bullshit.
Why is it bullshit?
Because it's all on paper. They can make life so difficult for you. They can pull out whenever they want. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. You can't. They won't sign a contract.
I know all about contracts very good at all at university.
They won't. You can write it down in paper, but once they give you the cold feet, and that's it.
Yeah,
you can't
true. But there is still, there are still clauses that can give you,
we've got a good deal. We've got a certain amount of control, but the wording's something like a mutual thing.
Yeah.
It's the best you can get.
The wording on contracts is just ridiculous.
But we spent a long time doing sort of this deal out. We spent a lot of money on a good solicitor, which has been worth every penny.
Oh yeah, definitely. Who actually signed you to Electra?
Simon Potts.
Because I know Julie.
Yeah.
She's at Aston. Yeah, are you the first people that actually signed? Who have they got? Anyone else?
I think they've signed Virginia Astley.
Oh. And how did you actually get James Brown's support slot?
Through our agent. I don't really quite know. He just rang me up one day and said, "Do you want to support James Brown?" I said, you know, I thought he was kidding.
Yeah. Was that a really big thing for you?
Of course, yeah. He's a really big influence.
So what was it like? Did you actually have any contact with him?
No, I avoided him. I didn't want to.
Didn't you make any effort to speak to you or anything?
Oh no. Why should I?
Well, no, well.
I suppose I could have met him if I'd have asked, but I didn't really want to.
No.
I mean, I'm quite happy with his records. I've got his records at home. I play them. I like them.
So, I mean, what can you actually learn from watching him on stage?
Not a lot. There's a lot of it straight showbiz. But there are some things very much that you can learn. I learn more from his music than anything else, from the records, than actually watching him, because it's a bit old now. It's running a bit tired.
Do you think so? No, when I spoke to you recently, said, how does he keep people so excited and what have you?
If they thought that was exciting, you should check out another show. There's some film of early videos that are mind-blowing.
Yeah. Well, there's just no
And
way.
he's just a young stud, you know, he's just a dangerous looking bloke. Screaming women all over the place.
Is he really fat these days?
Fighting the trusts.
Oh my gosh. How did he actually have on
He
stage?
looks good for his age though, you know,
How old
he's way
is he?
over 50. And he still look good. I mean, I'm still like a fan in a lot of ways for people that I really like. And when he first came on the first night, you know, you just thought, he's a star. This guy is a star. The way he walked on the stage, everything about him, he fucking glistened. You know what I mean? It sounds absurd, but when he came on, he's like lit up.
Yeah.
It's and he flashed his teeth, and I don't care, you might have been a mile away, but boy, you saw those teeth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that.
Oh god.
He should have had like a star above his head or something.
Halo. Yeah.
But then he just wore thin when they went to There's No Business Like Show Business.
Oh,
You know,
no.
that was really getting low to the low. Yeah, it's very Las Vegas.
Yeah. So how many nights was it?
3. They went up to Show Business Heaven and everything. But I still got a lot of respect for his records. I think he's made some marvellous records. I think Sex Machine's the greatest dance record ever made.
Gotcha.